This is how to farm Moonlord in Terraria. First off, there's the arena. In your arena, you're going to want, I put fire traps and spike traps where his eyes would be, the fire pit and the heart lantern, and the 2 heart statues for high life regen, not to mention the honey, but you can go absolutely wild with this setup. Don't forget your blocks and stuff. You can go crazy though with all the traps. This is the setup. Yo-yo bag, worm scarf, all that. So I'm gonna summon him and get to the fight. And this is roughly what it'll look like. I'm gonna speed up the footage though, so you don't have to wait so long, because that sucks. No one likes to wait. Okay, so he spawns in now, and one thing that you absolutely have to do is I use the yo-yo, the best yo-yo I can, which is the Eye of Cthulhu, and definitely use the yo-yo bag. But what I like to do is don't kill his eye, one of his eyes, and then immediately go for the next one. Get his 2 hand eyes down to about half health, and then go for his middle eye. This makes it so that all 3 of them die at roughly the same time, and the reason for this is because once you kill one of the eyes, they start doing way more damage than they originally did. So that's why I kind of like to kill all of them roughly at the same time. It doesn't have to be exactly at the same time. Also, I like to use summons, like the Stardust Dragon. You can use whatever summons you really want, but that's the one I used. I crafted it with my Stardust Fragments or whatever that you get from the pillars. But now that his hands are about down to half health, this is where I like to go for his eye, his middle eye. The spear traps and the fire plus the Stardust Dragon will basically make it so that the 2 hand eyes die before his center eye, but they die close enough together so that you don't really have to worry about anything. Don't worry about dodging traps. The honey and the heart statues, not to mention the heart lanterns and the fire pit place, pretty much do all that for you. I do like to have health potions though, because it definitely helps. Also, right. Also, I need to mention your buff potions. Definitely take your buff potions. They'll make the fight go way quicker, and you have way less chance of dying if you have like just all the right buff potions that you need. This setup really does favor a melee character, so if you're a mage or a ranger, just at least have something that you can get through the cover blocks with that you're going to be inside, so you can still attack him. Otherwise, it's pretty much impossible to attack him without getting out of your cover and your life regen, which is the entire point of this setup. So, yeah. So, I'm going to speed up the footage to his heart, and I'll be back then. Okay, so his heart is now revealed, and you basically just want to spam that with whatever weapon you're using. I'm using the yo-yo with a yo-yo bag because that is just incredibly powerful. And, yeah. Just keep taking your healing potions, which you probably will need at some point once all of his eyes are dead, because he starts doing a lot of damage once that happens. But you'll notice that I'm dodging all of his lasers, and he's about dead. And I'm still not below half health, which is pretty good. And there he goes. He is dead. So, yeah. See, it works pretty well. I've killed him multiple times with this setup. And, I rarely die. Well, I've never really died with this character anyway, with it. And yeah, that's basically it. Another quick rundown of the setup. A yo-yo, all your buff potions, and those are the accessories. I have the solar armor because I've already killed him, but definitely be using the beetle armor because that's the best for what you're doing basically. Definitely be using the beetle armor and like any melee stuff. Also put warding on all of your uh, accessories, and you don't need wings obviously because um, you're just staying in one spot, so don't bother with wings. Um, Other than that, that's about it. Bye.